All right. So hello, everyone. Welcome to the SIG Docs or Kubernetes SIG Docs meeting. Today is October 31st, 2023. I am your host today. My name is Ray Lahano. I am one of the co-chairs for SIG Docs, along with Natalie Vlatko and Divya Mohan. I think Natalie is on the call as well. A few housekeeping items. This meeting abides by the CNCF Code of Conduct that boils down to be kind to everyone. This meeting is also being recorded and also uploaded to YouTube. And if you don't want to share your video recording, please don't share your video. And let's start. I'm going to share my screen here. And if you don't know yet, today is Halloween. It is celebration celebrated in different parts of the world, so you might see some folks in costume. Few things are before we start. Are there any new contributors who this is their first time or it's been a long time? Please feel free to introduce yourself.
I don't know. I think I count as new at this point. I haven't been on one of these calls in like 2 years. Hi, I'm Celeste. I used to work for the CNCF. I no longer work for the CNCF. Now I work for a company called Ivan because I wanted to go back to working for a company that would let me do open source again. The long story short is that I was incredibly lazy in getting my life together. So I've actually been working for Ivan for a year. And this is the first call I've joined for SIG Docs, but I'm back, baby.
Welcome back.
In all honesty, I probably need some time to slowly on-ramp back into doing this because I genuinely don't remember what's going on. So don't put me on any RODAs or any approvals just yet. I'll let you know when I'm ready.
All right, sounds good.
Sooner rather than later, no pressure. We need help.
All right. Welcome back, Celeste. Anyone else that would like to introduce themselves? All right. Updates and reminders. This week's PR Wrangler is Natalie. So if you have any open PRs that you would like to review, please tag Natalie for this week. Next week, since it is KubeCon, Cloud Native Con North America in Chicago, there's no PR Wrangler assigned, so we might have a little bit of a delay getting PRs reviewed. And the following week after KubeCon North America is Divya Mohan is a PR Wrangler in 2 weeks from now. There's a link in the agenda for the PR Wrangler shift. Another note: if you notice any code of conduct violations in GitHub comments or events or meetings, please feel free to reach out to the Kubernetes Code of Conduct Committee. You can reach out via email and it could be anonymous as well. All right, let's start off with the release. We're currently on the release 1.29 release cycle. Is there anyone from the release docs team that wants to give an update?
Drew, do you want to handle it? If so, we cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, sure can.
Yes. Okay, great. Hi, my name is Drew from the SIG Docs team. Our current status is green. All of our KEPs that require the placeholder PRs have them, and we are doing our outreach reminding of folks of the PR ready for review deadline. That's on November 14th. So that's all in progress. And then Kat, you wanted to talk about a issue we had with the branch sync PR?
Yeah, thank you. So we had an issue with 2 consecutive branch syncs PRs where EasyCLA misses a webhook and it fails to report its status. And this forces the PR to kind of just sit there in limbo. The only way to get around it is to have an org owner merge it manually. This apparently happened towards the end of the last release as well, but I chased down the EasyCLA people, and the answer is that the only workaround for this right now is to do branch syncs way more often. So we're going to start doing them twice a week. There just isn't another option. It's caused by a mixture of a large number of commits and a large number of authors. So you could have a 500 commit PR that would merge just fine, and the next one with only 100 commits would hang because it has a larger number of authors. They did not know the Kubernetes project was being so strongly affected by this issue. They didn't realize that it happened to us more than once. So they have escalated the fix, and it will be out, according to them, by the next release. But in the meantime, literally nothing we can do but run branch syncs more often. So that kind of sucks, but that's what we're going to do to get around it for now. Fortunately, the release lead is an org owner, so she can merge these PRs manually. We're just going to call the Easy CLA bot in the comments when we have to, because it will respond with the status then. It just doesn't update tied. And then we'll manually merge it.
Natalie?
Do we have, thanks so much for the update, Kat. Do we have any of this kind of recorded somewhere for posterity in case it comes up again, like in the retro doc or in some docs that the fix is coming or being worked on?
So yes, in a thread in Contribx, but I will also link that thread in the retro doc. There's also a thread in the CNCF Slack and the Easy CLA channel. I'll throw both of them in there.
Yeah, I think putting it like in the retro doc, for example, would be great, just in case we come across this again in future. Awesome, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, and if Priyanka is busy to manually merge, to do manual merge, ping myself or Natalie or Divya. We also have the rights to manual merges as well.
Okay, sweet, thank you.
Also, feel free to ping me if there, since you guys are doing more branch syncs in a week as well, so you'll need some reviews and get those merged.
Yeah, unfortunately, I will have to bother you for more reviews. Sorry.
Right,
yeah, I was about to say, while I do have the ability, but by this weekend, I will be very offline because of KubeCon. Right. So it's FYI.
All right. Any questions to Kat and the 129 Docs team? All right, thank you very much. Anyone from the 129 comms team that would like to give the updates?
Hello, I'm Abby here with a comms update. I'm going to flag us as red specifically for the mid-cycle blog, which just we have it set as a publication date on November 2nd, which is in 2 days. And we just copied the content over into the PR, so I just wanted to flag that. We've been working on it in a HackMD, and we've got some folks to review the content there. But it does is now officially a part of the blog, a blog PR. So if folks have time to review that, we very much appreciate it. I don't know what the group feels about the Thursday publication date, and I'm not sure if that's something we'd want to adjust to give people time. I know KubeCon, we're coming right up against the conference next week, so it might be a little tight. But I did want to flag us for that, to get that reviewed. Outside of that, we've just been posting comments, asking folks if they're opting into writing a blog and creating placeholder PRs for the November 14th deadline. So we reached out to all the KEP owners, and we're planning to follow up also in Slack to just raise visibility and get folks opting in and creating their PRs. But the biggest thing right now is the mid-cycle blog that we have in the PR ready for review. Any questions or comments?
Can I confirm that you just need review from docs folks, or are you waiting on any other SIGs?
I believe at this point it's docs folks, but I can follow up and make sure about that. I think we've had reviews from all of the KEP owners in the HackMD, but if you need it to be them posting on the PR at all, we can get that happen as well.
So yes, we will need like a tech LGTM on some stuff if need be, like if that's a requirement, like with some of the KEP work in there, at least a couple of them in the PR would be great for us SIG docs folks to know that they've had like input.
Okay, great. Well, we'll work on that as well. Thank you.
Yeah, that's not to say that we don't believe that they've been involved, but because we haven't seen the HackMD, it's just more like transparency that folks have actually given they're all okay.
Totally get it. Yep, exactly.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Yeah, I have the PR up. I'll take a look at it after this call and reach out to other blog reviewers as well. All right. Any comments or questions to Abby or to the 129 comms team?
I have a thing.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah. So I've got some time off this week, which is bad for people wanting blog reviews because I do quite a lot of them. So just be aware of that.
Thank you, Tim. All right, moving on to issues and PRs. Shriram, are you on the call?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so this is an issue that Tim had posted in the Slack a couple of days back. This was more of an epic issue where like he mentioned that we can like basically go through the requirements and like create more specific issues. I wanted to like know more about how I can help you.
And I brought the issue up about the auto scaling docs. It's a priority long-term issue from 2017. It's about putting all the auto scaling topics into the right templates, concept, task, tutorial. Some of this might have been done already since then, but we would have to check and verify. So I think one of your questions was, is it appropriate to split them into separate issues for each one? I'm okay with that. I'm also okay with doing an umbrella issue. Don't know if we could edit this to that, but we could always do an umbrella issue as well and do separate issues for each of the auto scaling topics. Does that sound good to you? If you could feel free to create the umbrella issue and create the separate issues as well for each of the auto scaling topics.
Yeah, I guess I can like go through the entire thing, and based on the amount of work that I can find, I'll create separate issues maybe, or post them under the same issue. Yeah, thank you.
Right, sounds good. I also noticed, we could in beta feature for GitHub, we could also add a task list as well. I don't know if you want to use that, but that should be available if you want to start using that in the umbrella issue.
Yep, I'll check it out.
All right, any other comments or questions? I added a PR here, but this is for the blog for the mid-cycle blog for 129. So that was already mentioned previously. So if there's no other issues or PRs, we can move on to questions and discussions. All right. First one I added from last week. We will have a doc sprint at the contributor summit. And Abby, do you want to take? do you want to come on and talk about it a little bit?
Yes, sure. So yes, next Monday during the Contributor Summit, which is an event that you need to register for in addition to being a part of KubeCon. We are going to be doing a doc sprint. Hooray! So the topic we're focusing on right now is using AI and how we can use AI within SIG docs and within the broader community. So we're going to continue the discussion that's started in the GitHub discussions, which the link is shared there in the agenda, to talk more about some ideas and concepts people might have, some different tools that you might have and what we could use, and then also doing maybe a little hacking on how this might work within the community. So if you are able to attend the event in Chicago, please stop by. If you also just have questions on how to get started in SIG docs and want to chat more about what we are doing in SIG docs outside of, in addition to what we talk about in these meetings, please also feel free to stop by. There'll be a lot of folks around from the community, from the group, So we welcome you, and we're excited to be chatting with you. I'm very excited. Please reach out if you have any questions, and I hope to see you all next week.
All right, thank you.
Hey, thanks, Abby. Hey, just wanted to chime in really quick. I'll be there. Any resources SIG Docs needs, any decision that y'all come to as far as tooling you want to use, let me know. And I will do what I do to get that for y'all. Looking forward to that shopping list.
Great, thank you.
All right, thanks, Robert. All right, any comments or questions for Abby? All right, next discussion point is from Tim about blog team participation.
This is a call to action and a I guess an ask us anything. Call to action is you could join the blog team. We're looking for people who are comfortable editing in the English language and who would like to join because you already do that. You already edit a blog, or you've done blog editing, or not. You speak English, you've heard of the word Kubernetes, but you'd like some pairing, you'd like some training, you'd like to level up. The English thing is probably non-negotiable. The having heard of Kubernetes thing, non-negotiable. But beyond that, we will help you. So any questions, people?
Not a question,
So-
but there is a blog Slack channel as well. I just want to point that out. Put the link.
Yes.
Rhetorical
So that is
question, because
hash.
I already
Go
know
on,
the
Celeste.
answer. But rhetorical question for the purpose of the recording. What's the time commitment involved, Tim?
Good question. Upwards of 10 minutes a week, I would say.
So not very much at all.
No. I'll be happy to pair with someone. Like, it's commitment from me. Like, if I pair with you and you're going to put in less than 10 minutes a week, that's a big trade-off of my time that I'd rather not make. But if you're committing to putting in 10 minutes a week or upwards, then yeah, it's worth doing. And that doesn't have to be like every week I'm putting 10 minutes in. It's just like an average. That's kind of like the table stakes for us helping you level up is to put some time in.
I also wanted to mention for folks who have yet to get Kubernetes org membership, that this is actually a really great way to also get that membership too for folks who are new, who want to help out and get more involved with Kubernetes overall and need that membership. Log editing and reviewing is another great way to do so.
More questions, welcome. More comments, welcome.
You want to make a note
you're-
that as the blogs come in, the feature blogs for 129 come in towards late November, December, this is also a great time. And we'll have more blogs to review for those who want to start reviewing.
If you are watching this video and you're thinking, okay, but how do I get involved? The Slack channel is a great place. Just ask your questions there. We'll take any reasonable questions. That's probably the best way to follow it up. I'd probably say, like, you could direct message me, but you will get a better response by messaging in the public channel. There are other people. It's not just me. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I prioritize responding to the stuff in the public channel than direct messages.
And Ray, the link that you have posted in the notes here, I believe that is just to link to the SIGDocs blog channel and not specific to that particular message, right?
Yeah, that's just a link to the SIGDocs blog channel. All right. Thank you, Tim. Any other comments or questions for Tim or about blogs? All right, that's the end of our list. Any open discussion topics anyone want to bring up? All right. Well, that's a wrap. I'm gonna stop the recording. And thank you for those who are watching on YouTube, but thank you for those who have attended.